Hi everyone, it's Kimberly back with the Illumined Guru and formerly the Twin Flame family. I have your Twin Flame Divine Love weekly energy report, and this is for the week of September 8th and September 8th, 9th, right? It's this weekend going into next week. Posting this on a Friday, so trying to bring you your energy update early. What I do with the energy updates is I sort of combine what I'm seeing, the themes, and oh yes, and Stella's here with us too. Hi, say hi, Stella. So I try to combine the themes that I'm seeing in the collective when I'm working in private session with what the cards are saying for the collective. So it's kind of like what's current and what's upcoming. How can we navigate better? Take from this what resonates for you if you're in a twin flame or divine love connection. This could also resonate with anyone along the ascension journey. I tend to read it with when I pull the cards, they're for the divine feminine, divine masculine, for those who are not familiar. Typically, that's how I pull them. And then I'll speak to both and try to guide you as best as I can for the current energies. So we're just coming off of this Pisces full moon, and we've got some new energy coming in. I feel like it is endings and beginnings still. So let's just see what else the cards have to say here. Okay. So an important thing that keeps coming up also in private sessions is it's the Judgment card is coming up as the bottom of the deck. And I want to talk about this first because it's really just reminding us. I just posted a video yesterday on how do we, harness our divine power, our inner power. And it's really for the twins talking about surrender and letting the universe do its work and trusting in the timing and really just allowing things to happen rather than trying to orchestrate and control them. Okay. So yeah, for the feminine, I'm seeing an end for her, but it really feels like the end of the battle. And so the Ten of Swords is coming up in reverse, and it feels like the end of the struggle. And whether that's the power struggle, like from the video yesterday, or whether that's just, it feels like an inner battle. I think there's more clarity coming through. I think she's allowing herself now to segue into a time of being guided and letting the universe do its work and its magic and not trying to control things. She's also getting more black and white, they're saying, like in lining up with her integrity. So the things that kind of she was allowing before, like in terms of, putting herself second or, letting others take advantage of her or allowing the twin flame to mistreat her, she's done with. I feel that very firmly. She's done with that. And it's not an ego reaction. It's very much like, I've had enough. It's time to turn over a new leaf. Something's just clicked. Something snapped. Something just is snapping her out of it. And so it's going to be an end of those old ways. And this is really positive because I feel like it's a beginning of her aligning with true self, morals, integrities. And even if this means like having to walk away from the twin flame temporarily or just in the meantime while she does this work, it may be. It may be because her wholeness is paramount. And anything that's not contributing to that wholeness, like from within, like if she's giving away pieces of herself, that's no more. She's going to stop doing that. And the masculine has a new beginning of swords also. So I see the Ace of Swords here. And this is like a cutting through to a new beginning. It wasn't coming easy for him before to make this new beginning. And it's like he's figuring out how to now. And some of that's coming in him relaxing into things a bit. And getting rid of some of the fear-based energies as well. And that, I really feel like for the masculine is pertaining to work, goals. It could be in the, leaving the karmic relationships and cutting through to start anew. It really feels like also bringing things out of the gray, okay? So cutting through the gray area. So if things were mucky in his life, he's going to be starting to make things also more black and white. So interesting, because below, which I love this deck. This is my Brian Weiss, and I think it's Doreen Virtue Past Life deck. And Past Life deck is always indicative of what's happening now that we've brought in from other lifetimes. It's often pointing to wounds or things that we have not yet learned or harnessed, or that we keep learning again and again. And for the feminine, the persecution and inquisition card is coming up. And for the masculine, the high priest or priestess card is coming up. And this is all about inner power, claiming our power. And it's so in line with that video I posted yesterday. So if you didn't watch it, please do. It's called The Power Struggle, How to Harness Your Divine Power. And then we just keep pulling some more cards here. So for the shared energy for the twins, the Queen of Wands is coming up, okay? And this is a very feminine energy. This is very much about getting grounded again. This is very much about, see how she's looking out here? This is looking out to the future. This is thinking about the action steps. There's action behind this. The Lions, the Leo energy in here, the Sun energy. It's in there. It's about action. It's time to take action, I still feel. But it's action now because of this Pisces full moon that's more aligned with our deepest desires, with our truth, with our dreams, with what we want. We can't take anything less now. And that's really becoming, it almost feels like a harsh reality, but it's such a blessing. So if you're struggling with that, just know that that's a blessing and keep on going. Keep on going with it. Let's see. Okay, so for the feminine, there's talking about priorities being important. Okay, so crowning over the feminine. Priorities are very important. King Solomon's coming up, saying, this is kind of like what I'm saying, like what are your deepest desires? And also I've been getting this a lot in my coaching sessions, that the feminine is overwhelmed right now. And they're saying, like, make lists, organize your priorities, really, really look at things, because where have you been giving your attention to? Where have you been putting your energy that's not really you prioritizing in a way that's in alignment with your values? Because we have to shift this around now. We have to go, okay, what's most important? Okay, for many of us, it may be now our mission or our service or like a new venture, a new thing that we're launching or doing, or how we're being of service to the world or the universe and others. And that could be a top priority. And if we're making, like, doing things for our twin flame the top priority, we're out of whack here. So we've got to readjust and rebalance and reprioritize. Doesn't mean you have to stop giving to your family or to your twin flame or whomever, but you need to prioritize yourself first. Your healing time, your you time, the self-care time, the self-love time. If you don't have enough of it, you need to ask for more. You need to create more of it. You need to tell others that you need that space, you need that time. You are your priority, okay? And I'm just reminding you of that. And for the masculine, crowning over him is the fertility card. And remember how I said that this feels like cutting into something new, like maybe work or venture. This is about the masculine claiming more feminine power. And I said this in last week's reading too. This is him claiming his priestess energy, his creative energy. And I think the way he's been struggling with these things that he's trying to do or accomplish, or like new beginnings, he's been struggling because he's not in creation energy. He's in old, imbalanced masculine energy, trying to force things to happen. And now he's going to start to shift, especially with this Pisces full moon, bringing in all that flowy, creative, emotional energy. And that's going to help the masculine really manifest and get things going, because he's going to do it in like a new way. He has no other choice. The old ways aren't working anymore. Okay. And then crowning above both of the twins for the shared energy is the Devil card. So why are we seeing this? Well, I really feel like these are still the chains that hold us back. And they're often, I feel like, the chains within ourselves, but I do feel like we're cutting through now. We're breaking free of these. And even if we repeat old patterns, we're going to have a new awareness now, and we're going to catch ourselves, and we're going to start to repattern. And underneath the twins, the shared energy, is the Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles is reminding us about this, well, this shiny new beginning, new endeavors, getting things started, and how we can do that. And I feel like we've got to do it from a place of, it's like in my head, I feel like they're showing me the Fool card, like innocence and excitement and focus. Okay, it's going to take focus on the priorities. It's going to take energy into creating. It's going to take that, and also the trust that money's coming, abundance is coming, everything's in alignment, everything's in good order. And even if we're just starting out in something, it's okay, because we're starting out in a completely new way than we've started anything before, right? You've expanded so much, and you're expanding so much, that what you're starting right now is you're starting it with new knowledge, new wisdom, new insight, and new energy. So you want to make sure that energy is clear and focused and not dwelling on the negative. Okay. So bottom of the deck cards. So bottom of the deck for the past life deck is the Father card, which is in reverse. And this could be, for you girls, for you Divine Feminine, could be daddy issues, right? That we're still core wounds, stuff that's, right? This. And same thing for the masculine. I feel like it's about breaking free of how the father did things, breaking free of what was ingrained, breaking free of, or not having the right role model, and carving this out now for himself, okay, in a new way, and her tapping into his Divine Feminine energy to create that, which is kind of like one of those oxymorons, but that's how it's happening currently. And it's a really good thing to help balance the polarities within the Divine Masculine. And for the Divine Feminine, when we call, I love that term. I love that label, daddy issues. And I had to throw it out there because it's easily recognizable. But if you've worked with me in private session, you know that we work on these core wounds. And those core wounds, once you get to the bottom of it, these are the ways that we can help shift and find the new beliefs, so that we start raising the awareness and really start patterning differently, behaving differently, reacting differently, living our lives in new ways. And we don't realize sometimes that our defensiveness, or our proving ourselves, or our imbalance of power in relationships is coming from wounds with perhaps our father. So they're asking for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine to look at that right now. I feel like it's part of this, and we through thoughtful and mindful awareness, through mindful awareness, you can really start to shift things right now, these things that have held you back. It's a new way of being. It's a new way of being for the masculine. It's really the two, again, embracing their divine feminine. And I feel as though there's a teacher coming in, okay? If you don't already have a teacher that you're working with, teacher, healer, there could be someone new coming in, or you may. September is an awesome, this is back to school. This is new classes, new continuing education classes, new sessions at healing arts centers, new workshops. I just got a pamphlet in the mail for, you know, like healing institutes are having like sign-ups for their winter workshops and retreats and stuff like that. Like, this is a great time to think about classes and retreats and things that will help you in your expansion and align you with new teachers and also new friends that are like-minded, which I talk about often. And so I'm going to pull a couple of advice cards, and then we'll close up the energy report for this week. So let's see what we have here. All right. So for the feminine, these were stuck together. So we're having the Ascended Masters card is coming up, and emotional sensitivity. So emotional sensitivity is saying honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. So this could be very much related to if you had father or parental units who denied you of your feelings, right? When you are a highly sensitive being who's intuitive and has many gifts, they're saying now's the time to embrace that sensitivity. If you're innately an empath, if you have these spiritual gifts that you haven't harnessed completely, if you are sensitive, allow your emotions to come forth, allow yourself to feel them, allow yourself to flow through them. The Ascended Masters are reigning over you. They're assisting you with this. They're assisting you in cleansing, I feel, okay? And that light that's coming in is pulling you up. So no more like low vibrational stuff pulling you down or keeping you chained. You're going up as you cleanse out these emotions. And this is also saying powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. And again, that aligns with the teacher card that just came up bottom of the deck for the Ascended Masters cards, right? So you're aligning with spiritually minded people, teachers, and you have the Ascended Masters reigning over you, helping you through this enlightenment work. Don't be afraid of your emotions. Go into them, flow through them, and release. Okay? And for the masculine, we have, they're saying to visualize success for him. This, again, remember the cutting through, the new beginning, new way of doing things, harnessing his femininity and his creativity. And they're saying the things that were failing, the things that weren't working are going to start going his way now. So this is a very positive card. If you are a divine feminine who is in contact with your masculine counterpart, there's nothing that you need to do or say to him, but you can, in just embracing your own creative energy and your own flowy energy and embracing your emotions and just really harnessing your own divine feminine power, this could be a very good influence for him right now as he does this similar, there's a similar dynamic going on right now between the twins and harnessing these feminine aspects. And they are powerful and really, really good. We're talking about manifestation and new beginnings and creativity and power and getting our priorities in line and putting ourselves first and, you know, breaking free of the chains that have held us back from familial stuff, things with our father, things where we were taught to stuff down our emotions, or hide our powers, or hide our gifts, or hide our sensitivity. It's time to clear all that out, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see what the bottom of the deck is here. Oh, okay, so bottom of the deck is throat chakra for the angel therapy cards. And that's an important one because, you know, if you watched my power struggle video, I'm talking about the divine feminine speaking her truth, right? We need to speak up for what we want. We need to, in prioritizing ourselves and our integrity and what we desire and where our focus is, we need to be able to articulate it. And a lot of times it's this emotional sensitivity that gets all caught up here when we're not processing our emotions. It's like that lump in the throat. It's that crackly voice. It's that throat chakra blockage. We're not speaking our truth or not speaking up, or we've got a lot of emotion just caught in here. And they're saying, I feel the throat chakra opening for both the feminine and the masculine. And with the masculine, it's like his creative ideas. It's connecting with other people to do things, to accomplish things in a new way. And he's talking about it. And for the feminine, it's her releasing her emotions and speaking her truth. And it's a beautiful balance. I feel a lot of good things for this month and for the upcoming weeks here. As we work through some of these releasing some of these old chains that bind us. But it's already happening. It's already shifting. And if you're watching this and you're part of the collective, you get it because you're already in the midst of this shift. And so for many of you, this may resonate. So again, if anyone desires to work a private session with me, you can do so by going to theilluminedguru.com. The link is on the channel art of the YouTube channel. It's on our Facebook, facebook.com/theilluminedguru. We're on Instagram now. And we have 1 week, just less than a week until, or exactly 1 week actually, until our signs workshop. So if you guys are getting lots of signs and synchronicities, you don't know how to translate it, and you really want to know like how to open your awareness to it, what it all means, sign up for this workshop. It's $25. Still spots left. It's on September 14th. That's a Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Time. And you can do that on the website under Book a Session, Classes and Workshops. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.